all of you. And first of all, this is partly inspired by Lou, who is shuffling around. It's her word for the year. It's also her birth month. So it's kind of a little present for Lou to help her embody this. Also in our community, Kirsty's just found out that she's cancer-free. So it feels like such a nice thing to embody this month. So I'm going to keep the thing going. But yeah, and then the other thing is my husband's ex-husband is getting married tomorrow. I thought it was today, but it's tomorrow.
Oh.
So that's really exciting, and it just feels like a clean break. Tamsin nearly went, but she chose to come here instead. Okay, so freedom can basically mean very different things for all of us. So lots of you all know that I don't drink, which can feel kind of restrictive to some people, but to me it's like, it's giving me the freedom to be like, I don't have to think about this anymore, and that kind of thing. So what works for me might not work for you, so just bear in mind if I'm saying something that doesn't resonate, just kind of go, what could that mean for me? Don't just assume that you're meant to be doing it like me.
No, absolutely not at all. It must be.
Oh, Sarah. There we go, she's muted. Thanks, darling. Okay, so come to a comfortable seated position. And I invite you to gently go inside. If you're not ready to close your eyes, then just have a soft gaze in front of you. And start to connect to your deep, comfortable breath. Gently connecting into being in the room. Might notice any sounds around you. The temperature. And gently coming into your body and working out what energy you're showing up with today. Doing a gentle scan from the top of your head. How's your thoughts at the moment? If they're feeling really busy, that's perfectly normal. It's Friday night. And just scanning on past, noticing the jaw down the sides of the neck. Down your shoulders and your arms. Feeling the contact of your arms and your legs. Can you breathe in a way that allows them to just relax a little bit more? Scanning down through the body, the chest, the back, down into your hips. Send a deep breath down into the lower belly. And as you exhale, encourage any gripping at the top of the hips to relax. feeling the contact with the ground. Feeling the legs get heavy. And bring your awareness to your heart. Noticing the rise and fall of your chest as you're breathing. Maybe listen to the sound of your breath. Bring your attention to the feeling of your breath on your lip as you breathe in and out through your nose. Just stay with this sensation of your breath. As you allow your body to slow down. Giving yourself permission to be here. And have a little check-in with how much of you is here right now. And can you encourage any stray bits of you to come into the room, into your body? There's nothing else you need to do right now. Gently ask yourself, is there anything I want to be free from right now? It could be a person, a situation, maybe a habit that you've started doing that you're not that keen on. Allow yourself to gently bring that to mind. Knowing that you're in a safe space. We're not going to stay here long. Just gently invite this thing in front of you, or person. And if you can see any cord from yourself and them, or just visualize something, or wrap this thing in a bubble. And just quickly cut the cord and let that thing float away. And then come back to you. Wherever this cord was connected, allowing this feeling that there's golden light healing the space, allowing you to be fully present now. Giving you the space to think about what freedom really feels like, what it means to you. Take a moment to conjure up any images or sounds or feelings of what freedom looks And as you're doing this, notice if anything comes up in your body. It might be a feeling of discomfort or tingles. It could be both a good feeling or a bad feeling. If there's any particular area in your body that starts to constrict or feel uncomfortable, just keep sending your breath to this space throughout the practice today, washing this area with love and the sense of freedom that you want to bring into your body and into your life. As you inhale, imagine that you're breathing in through the crown of your head, reaching through the crown of the head like there's a string pulling you up. Exhale and roll the shoulders back and down. Big inhale into the heart space, expanding the ribs at the front and the back. Exhale, soften the shoulders, relax the jaw. Inhale into the lower belly, expanding the belly out. Exhale, belly to spine. Feel the lower back starting to engage and feel supported. And send your breath, a nice deep breath all the way down into your hips, into the root. Exhale, softening the legs, feeling your energy go down into the floor. And then gently blinking your eyes open and move into seated side bend. So extend your left leg, pull your right heel to groin. This is when everyone knocks everything over. Inhale, reaching up out of the lower back. As you exhale, fold over towards your left leg and then either place your arm on the inside of your leg. If that's not comfortable, place it on the outside. Okay, big inhale onto the left side of your ribs so you can feel your body sitting up. Then as you exhale, soften your left ear down towards the shoulder. Big inhale into the heart space. And as you exhale, roll the left shoulder back and down. Send your breath down into your right hip. Exhale, soften your hip down, so it's like you're trying to push your sitting bone down into the ground on the right side. Relax your jaw. You can open your mouth if that's hard to do. Now inhale all the way down the right side of your neck. And as you exhale, move into neck release. And start sensing that you're sending this freeing breath into your neck. So inhale that freedom into the right side of your neck. Exhale, reach away with active fingertips, releasing the tension down the sides of the neck. Breathe in a way that frees your neck up. And on the next inhale, come up to center, but use your hand to lift your head. And we'll move on to the other side. So right leg out, left heel to groin. Inhale, reaching through the crown of the head. Exhale, exhale, fold over to your right side. Twang. So relax your right shoulder down and then your right ear down towards your shoulder. Big breath into the front of the left shoulder. Exhale, roll it back and down, opening out the chest. Connect back into that feeling of freedom that you want to cultivate. And then sending your breath down the left side of the neck. Straighten, lower the arm down for neck release. Big breath into the left side of the neck. Exhale, reaching through active fingertips. With every breath, sending that feeling of freeing up the side of your neck. And as you exhale, send it out through fingertips. And on the next inhale, coming up to seated, lift your head up with your hands. We go into abs. So lay on your back. You might want to watch me first if you've not done it before. This is called TVA activation. Your arms are up above your head, knees at 19-19. We inhale, tuck tailbone, exhale, and it's a little tap off the mat. And then back up. And I'll talk you through it like this. Okay. So on your back, arms up in the air. Imagine you've got like a ball in between your hands that you're trying to squeeze together, because that helps to turn on your shoulders and wake them up. Legs are at 90-90. Exhale everything out. Keep the lower back engaged with the mat. Inhale into lower belly. Hold the breath, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, left heel taps off the mat. Pull down the front ribs. Inhale back up. Hold the breath, tuck the tailbone, exhale, right heel taps, pull down the front ribs, inhale back up. Hold the breath, squeeze the imaginary ball, tuck tailbone, exhale, left heel taps, pull down the front belly and the front ribs, inhale back up. Hold the breath, tuck tailbone, squeeze the ball, exhale, right heel taps, squeezing down the belly and the front ribs. Inhale back up, we'll do one more each side. Tuck tailbone, exhale, left heel taps. Really feel your belly engaging here, pulling it down. Inhale up. One more on the right side, tuck the tailbone, exhale, right heel taps, pulling down the belly. Inhale up, and then release the feet down. You want them about hip distance apart, palms either side of you with the palms facing up. Inhale into hips, and as you exhale, push through the heels of your feet and send your hips up to a bridge. Send that feeling of freedom into the heart space. As you exhale, soften your shoulders down, release your neck and your jaw from any gripping. Big inhale all the way down into the hips. Exhale, squeezing the tailbone, tucking up, squeezing the glutes even. Inhale all the way down the legs into the heels. Exhale, push the heels down into the ground, sending the hips up. Breathe in a way that frees up your neck and your jaw whilst you're strengthening your glutes. slowly unwind, allowing the tailbone to be the last thing to touch the mat. Now watch me first for elbow to knee. Knees are at 90-90 again. Interlace your fingers behind the back of the head. Exhale everything out. Inhaling up. And then as you exhale, you tuck the tailbone and your elbows go towards your left leg and your right leg is straight. Okay? And then we'll do the same on the other side. So you're not doing like, you know how in the gym you do a bicycle one like this. Both of your elbows are up and towards the ceiling when we're doing this. And it's a really slow movement. Okay. So knees at 90-90, interlace hands behind the back of the head. Exhale everything out. Inhale, head, neck and shoulders off the mat. Hold the breath, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, elbows left, reach through the right foot. Inhale back to center. Hold the breath, tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows go towards your right knee and straighten your left leg. That's it. Inhale back to center. Hold the breath, tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows left, reach through the right leg. Pull the belly down. Inhale back to center. Hold the breath, tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows right, reaching through the ball of the left foot and pull the belly down. Inhale back to center, one more each side. Hold the breath, tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows left. Reach through the right foot, pull the belly down and squeeze the glutes. Inhale back. Hold the breath, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, elbows right. Reach through the ball of the left foot, squeezing the glutes, pulling down the belly. Inhale back to center. Place your feet down and your hands on your lower belly. Breathe in a way that uses this energy that we've just created in the lower belly to feed this idea of what freedom is for you. And then roll on to whichever side feels most comfortable. Push yourself up to seated. Lift your head up with your hand. We'll move into dolphin. Love a bit of dolphin around here. So with dolphin, we're waking up the shoulders and switching them on. So you take hold of your armpits like this. Place your elbows down, and then your forearms go on the mat with the index finger pointing towards the top of the mat. Relax the head and the neck down. Tuck the toes and send the hips up. Okay? So just go again. I'll breathe you into it just so that everyone's remembering to breathe. So taking hold of armpits. If you've got sore shoulders, Joanne, I'm looking at you after what you told me earlier. Keep your hands together. So clasp your hands together. Relax the back of the head and the neck. Now take a deep inhale into the back of the heart space. Tuck the toes under. Exhale, sending your hips up. Now send a breath into your armpits. And as you exhale, imagine you're trying to push the floor away and your armpits towards your toes. Send a freeing breath down the back of your neck. Exhale and let go of your head, relaxing your jaw. And send a breath all the way up into your hips. Exhale, push the ground away with your forearms and your feet. Relax your head. And when you're ready, come on down. That was beautiful. Roll your shoulders back. Now we'll do some very slow suns because it is very hot in here. Take a sip of water if you've got some. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. And take a breath here. Inhale into the back of the heart space. Exhale and soften the back of your neck down. Left foot back for lunge. Put your knee down, and then as you come up, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, soften your shoulders back and down. Inhale, freeing breath into heart space. Exhale, place your hands down, push back to plank. Knees down, chest down for chaturanga. Now you might want to move your arms slightly forward and then inhale, come up to cobra and draw your shoulders back. Stay here for a breath as you exhale, softening the back of the head and the neck. Inhaling into heart space. Exhale, draw the chest through and then push back to downward dog. Left foot forward for lunge, knee down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, softening shoulders back and down. Inhaling into heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale into the back of the head. Exhale, soften the head and the neck down towards the ground. Let go of holding up your neck. Right foot back for lunge, knee down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, roll shoulders back and down, tuck the tailbone. Inhale into heart space. Exhale, place the hands down, push back to plank, knees down, chest down, or full chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, draw shoulders back and down, relax the back of the head. Inhaling into heart. Exhale, draw the body through, push back to downward dog. Right foot forward for lunge, knee down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, draw shoulders back, tuck the tailbone. Inhaling into the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale into chair. Exhale, soften down. Send a breath into the back of the heart space. And then step or jump to the back of the mat. Going into chaturanga, you can do full or half. So half is when you put your knees down first. Inhale up into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot between the hands for warrior one. So your left foot is pointing forwards. Your hips are pointing forwards, and your right foot is at a 45-degree angle. I'm hoping you can cope, that's in my head. Okay, we're going to do a brain cradle, so interlock your fingers behind, like this. What's that mean? Yeah, interlace your fingers, and then place them just at the bottom of your skull. So it's like you're holding your head up. And from here, point your elbows up towards the ceiling. And take a breath into the throat. Exhale and lean back slightly. Inhaling all the way down into the hips. As you exhale, squeeze your right glute and tuck the tailbone tailbone, that you're freeing the front of your hips. Slowing your breath right down, connecting back to that feeling of freedom. Wash your breath into your heart space, expanding the ribs. Soften the jaw as you exhale. And release, but stay in this position. Place your fists on your lower back. If this is not comfortable because your shoulders are sore, you could have your arms just down beside you like this. But the idea is we're pushing the hips down whilst opening out the chest. Send a big breath into the front of the heart, expanding the ribs. Exhale and free any tension that you're feeling in this space. Inhale slowly into the heart. Exhale, softening the shoulders, relaxing the head. And release. Place your hands either side of your feet and push back to plank. And come down to chaturanga, so knees down, chest down. And from here, we're going to do some cobra push-ups. So inhale into the back of the head. As you exhale, push through the ground with your hands and just lift yourself up gently. Then inhale, come back down. Keep your head and your neck soft. Exhale, pushing up. Inhale, back down. Exhale, push up. Keeping the shoulders drawn down. Inhale, down. Exhale, push up. Then inhale, back to center. Inhale here, and then exhale, push back to downward dog. Right foot forward for warrior one, brain cradle. So again, right foot pointing forward, hip forward. Don't think, those mats are not amazingly gripping. Interlace fingers behind the back of the head, elbows up towards the ceiling, and then a big breath into the front of the heart. Exhale, point the elbows up towards the ceiling. Rest your head in your hands. Imagine you're sending that freeing breath into your throat, washing the breath around the front of the neck. Exhale, giving yourself permission to speak whatever truth it is that you need to speak. What do you need to say in order to get your freedom? Inhaling all the way down into the hips. Exhale, squeezing the left glute, tuck the tailbone, free the front of your hips. And gently releasing the arms and placing them on the back of your tailbone, so on like the lower back. Keeping the chest open and still leaning up towards the ceiling. Bringing your head to the front of the heart, expanding the chest. Exhale, softening the shoulders, relaxing the jaw. breathe in a way that connects you to your freedom in this pose. And release. Pushing back to downward dog. Just take a minute here because my calves are starting to cramp up. Inhale all the way up into your hips. Exhale, push the ground away and send your hips up. Try and get your chest down towards your toes. If you want to take a moment here, lifting one leg up, just to see how your hips are feeling. Just move in whichever way feels comfortable right now. Now on your next inhale, bring your left foot forward for lunge. So right knee is down, left foot forward. Ooh, it's a wedding business. I'm going to do that. Easy twisting lunge was his favourite. So we're doing this because the diaphragm contracts when we don't feel safe and we're under stress. So send your breath into this space here. It's our power source, it's where the fun lives. It's a really nice place to breathe. Don't breathe into it too much. Okay. So send your breath here. And then as you exhale, place your right hand down and your left hand up into the air. So inhaling into that band around your chest. Exhale, relax your head down towards the ground. And now breathe in a way that encourages this area to free itself, to unwind.
And for breathing hot breath.
Slow your breath right down. Relax your head, relax your neck. You can even open your jaw if you feel like there's tension around your head and your neck. And if you're not enjoying having your left hand up, feel free to place it on your lower back. Just have it behind, yeah. It's about the twist, it's not about being amazingly good at holding our arms up. And release. And go into a deeper lunge. So here, because lots of us are on just a single mat, you might want to fold your mat over just to cushion your knee a little bit more. And I would say probably the easiest version of this lunge is to have your hands on the floor, either side, on the inside of your leg. How's that feel? Okay, big inhale into the hips. Exhale, squeeze the right glutes. And see if this allows you to release and free up the front of your hip. Send a freeing breath down into your hips. Exhale, soften the back of your head down, soften your neck. And breathe in a way that frees up your hips. Release. Push back to plank. Knees down, chest down for chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, drawing the shoulders back, opening the heart. Exhale, downward dog. forward for easy twisting lunge. So your knee is underneath your hip for easy twisting lunge. Breathe all the way down into this band around the middle again. Exhale, placing the left hand down and the right hand is up this time. Let go of holding up your head. Just let it flop down. And now concentrate on freeing up your diaphragm. That space underneath the ribs. The part of us that allows us to twist and open. Just breathe in a way that frees this area up. Slowing down the breath. Inhaling into the diaphragm. Exhale, feeling the ground evenly between your foot, your hand, your shin. And again, if you're not enjoying your arm up, just take it behind your lower back. Move into a delicious chest opener. And release, coming on down to a deep lunge. So again, fold over your mat where necessary. Place your hands either side, on the inside of your foot. Inhaling it down into hips. Exhale. Moving down into your lunge. You might find one side is nicer than the other. I definitely prefer this one. And if you feel like you've got further to go, you can go down onto your elbows like Louise is there. I don't really like it.
I like it.
Yeah. If you've got really open hips, it's going to feel nice.
If you made of rock, I like it.
If you've got stories and trauma in your hips, maybe not. Just stick with this.
Signals out, why don't you?
It's not just you, baby. I'm pretty sure it's all of us. I'm not telling you what stories live in mine.
They don't lie, so
Yeah. Your hips don't lie.
I'm sorry.
Whenever anybody ever breathes into diaphragm, you can guarantee there's hilarity straight afterwards. It's where the joy lives. Now can you free the front of your hips with it? Squeeze the left glute and free up a little bit more space. Big breath into hips. And now push back to downward dog. And again, big inhale, send your hips all the way up into the sky. Who's got the giggles? I told you. Exhale, push your armpits down towards your toes. Breathe in a way that frees up your entire back in this position. Relax your head and your neck down towards the ground. Move any way that feels like you're called to move. One leg up, you can try and get your foot towards your shoulder. And just watch Louise doing some acrobatics now. Open out your hips, let's see how free they're feeling.
Hot. They're feeling hot.
My hips are feeling hot. Okay, big inhale up into your hips. Exhale, pushing the ground away with your hands. Make sure every knuckle on your hand is pushing into the ground. Then on your next inhale, bring your knee up towards your chin and go into pigeon. The journey through our chakras is not an end, ladies. Send your breath down into your roots, down into pelvic shoulders down into your hips. And see what you can free up in this space. So connecting back into that feeling of freedom. And then as you exhale, sending the breath down into the hips, down through the ground, signaling to your body that it's safe for you to feel free. It's safe to feel grounded and expansive. To come out of this, place your hands underneath your shoulders. Push back to downward dog. Again, freeing up the hips, stretching out the back of the legs. And as you inhale, bring your knee up towards your chin, going into pigeon on the right side. Relaxing down. If you want to use props and make this super comfortable, please do. Sorry. Lou's freed up her hips. Okay, sending that free breath down into your hips, into your root. It's safe for you to be yourself here. You are free to be exactly who you are in this space. And we greet every single bit of ourselves with love and compassion. With as much understanding as we can manage. And washing that feeling of acceptance through the body with our breath. And down into the hips and through up the ground. And release. Placing the hands underneath the shoulders, pushing back to downward dog for one last downward dog. Again, move your legs however you want to move them now. How do they feel after that pigeon? How do they want to move? Is there anything else you can do to free up your body? Breathe in a way that supports it now. And coming down onto your knees. We're going to move into a little child's pose, so taking your bolster. Well, it's up to you. You can have assisted child's pose where you put a bolster between your legs, or just go down into child's pose. Just to finish freeing up the hips. Maybe widen your knees ever so slightly with you. Yeah. slowing your breath right down. Send a big breath into the back of your heart. Expand the ribs. Exhale and use this exhale to soften down towards the ground. Inhale and reaching away with your hands. Exhale, softening the back of your head down, the back of your neck, relaxing your jaw. Breathe in a way that sends your breath into the hips, the lower back, freeing up any tension, any residual feelings of not being free away from this area. Connect in here to any feelings of safety that being in this position encourages for you. The contact with the ground, the being curled up in a little ball. Feeling safe to rest, to slow down. Safe to breathe into your hips. Safe to feel your hips. You don't need to be or do anything. To come out of this, just very, very slowly place your hands under your shoulders, start to push yourself up to seated. Now we'll move into an assisted chest opener. So using your bolster into the lower back, you can have your legs crossed, you can have them straight. Just see how it feels. Oh yeah, watch the poppers. Do. Now if you've got a tweaky lower back, you might want something underneath or just straighten your legs out. That should normally help. And what we're aiming for is to relax over the top. And just be aware of the lower back there. So just play around with having your feet together, having your legs out straight. Having your feet on the floor can feel really nice as well. So inhaling into the front of the chest, into the heart. Exhale and allow the muscles in your back to soften over the bolster or a cushion if you're at home. Just pile up a few cushions and open your chest out on top of them. Send your breath down your arms. Exhale and encourage them to be as heavy as possible, opening out the chest. Wash your breath across the front of your chest. As you exhale, try and lengthen the collarbones, freeing up any tension around the front of the chest. Let go of your jaw. Relax your tongue in your mouth. Can you connect back to that feeling at the beginning of class? What it feels like to be free. What emotion does that bring up in you? Does it feel any different now to at the beginning? This is the kind of work that can take years of practice. So if you're feeling like it's still there, it's still niggling, it's completely normal. And just keep sending that wash of loving breath over any areas of tension that come up when you think about freedom. And then to come out of this, you want your feet flat on the floor with your knees bent. Roll onto whichever side feels steadier and use both hands to kind of roll you off the mat. And be really mindful of lifting your head up. I should have said everybody go left so you don't roll onto each other. Okay. Setting up for Shavasana. So laying. If you fall asleep, this is welcome. It means we've created a beautiful, safe environment for people to relax and to heal. Joanne is our resident expert, so use some serotonin to tap into your healing experience. So if you want your socks on, I mean it's quite warm in here, but if you want to cover back up, because maybe got a bit sweaty, get your socks back on. That made you take that out. Relax back, get super comfy. Just take up as much space as you can. The people next to you don't mind if you touch them. They might, they'll be like this. And you can place your cushion under your knees if you want. That feels really nice on the lower back. Do you want me to roll it under? Thanks. Awesome. Lovely for you. Just relax over the top. Do you want yours under your knees while you're happy? Yes, please. You do some more abs. settling onto the mat. Take up as much space as you can with your body and your energy. And just again slowing down the breath. Coming back to your anchor of your breath. Whatever it was at the beginning that seemed most, what's the word? Most interesting in your breath. Most settling and secure. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the neck and the shoulders. Allow your arms and your legs to be as heavy as they can be. And now you can do a little body scan from your head down towards your toes. And just noticing what feels different. Has anything changed after you've connected to this feeling of freedom? It might have been positive, it might have been negative. Every type of emotion is welcome here. And we greet it with love and empathy and compassion. So whatever's coming up, just know that I've filled this space with love. It's safe. And now you know what freedom means for you. And that it's safe to feel expansive, to feel in control of your life, your finances, your future. And I want you to know that you can trust yourself with freedom. You're not going to mess it up. And you're giving yourself this space to be free. That's when the magic will happen. Gently starting to connect back to your breath. Sending deep breaths down into lower belly. Waking up the senses. Feeling into fingers and toes. To your legs, your arms. Moving in whichever way feels comfortable, stretching. Bending your arms, bending your legs. You want to bring your knees up to your chest and rock from side to side a little, loosening out the lower back. Connecting to that free breath, filling yourself up, rolling onto whichever side feels comfortable. Okay, everybody go right. As I'm watching you two go on each other again. Gently coming up to seated, help your head up. Or not. You can move however you want, you're free, you're a free girl. Bringing your hands to heart. I can but guide. Thank you so much for bringing all of your beautiful energy here today. Connecting to freedom. It's gorgeous. I hope, well, tell me how are you? If you want to, privately in a DM. I'll let you come round. So everybody, you've got a little bag of Freedom Potion. This is infused with 100,000 enchantment malas. So it's got some magic in it as well. But the idea is that whatever was coming up for you here, hopefully on the positive side, you can set the intention and then have a nice bath and just carry on with your feelings.
Bath salts.
Bath salts. Bath salts.
Yeah,
Bath salts with magic.
yeah.
Magic potion.
Coffee doc maybe.
I didn't put ashtray in it this time. So.
Yeah, I like the ashtray.
Right, I'll have a quick word with the ladies on here just so that I can see them. Hello. How are you doing? Good. You guys are all going to get the potion as well. I'll send it on to you. I know Katie and Amy will already got it. Literally, I'm not going to be able to hear you. But let's get on the DM. Thank you so much.